Hey all you messy mamas, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. And as you can see, this video is a little bit different than my last three videos. It's nighttime here and my kids are in bed, and I had a minute to sit in front of the computer, pour myself a glass of wine, and I was looking at two of the items that I purchased this week on Amazon, both of which are pajamas that I got my kids. They're growing so fast, and I thought it'd be cool to have some kind of Halloween-y type pajamas for them. And while I was looking at these, I realized I have the time, I have the wine, and I have everything I need to make my own t-shirts. I use a Cricut cutting machine, I do have a heat press, and I have some iron-on vinyl and some plain t-shirts. So today I'm going to show you how I make my kids Halloween t-shirts, and I can link the PNG file below if you're interested in making a t-shirt for one of your kids this Halloween. Now pour yourself a glass and let's have some fun. Okay, so I do hope that this is filming okay. I do have my camera set up and facing my computer screen. Here we are on Cricut Design Space, and these right here are just a few of the designs I've created. Now some of them I have found little clip art images that I've pieced together in Photoshop and then uploaded and designed in Cricut Design Space. So I do have two Hocus Pocus designs here. I have one that says I put a spell on you, one that says it's just a bunch of hocus pocus. So yeah, these are just some of the products I've already worked on. But today we're starting a new project, and what I like to do is get a template set up. I know I'm working with a 12 by 12 cutting mat, and I know my design will be smaller than that, so I like to start off by just getting a basic square canvas that's set at 12 by 12 so I know I can center my image properly, and then if I need to shrink the size, I can do it from there. Next up, I'm going to upload an image that I created in Photoshop. I actually found a really great website that I can list below. It's called Love PNG, and they had some really cute Halloween type images that I downloaded, and I kind of just picked each one of them and created my own little something. The first image that I was able to download had this skull and this little rest in peace sign and the spider web. But what I actually did was I took the skull and the rest in peace sign and then put my own little wording in here in Photoshop. So it says, I got this feeling inside my bones. And now I'm going to remove the background so that all that's left is the image I need to cut. So I'm going to click on the background here, but notice how the eyes, the nose, and the mouth didn't remove, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on that so that those will cut out. And I'm going to go ahead and remove some imaging on the rest in peace sign, and there you have it. This is my design. I know I copied some imagery here, but I put it together to create my own design, and now I'm going to hit continue. I'm going to save it as a cut image. I'm going to select my image and insert it into my project. Obviously this is a little big, so I'm going to shrink it down. So I pre-measured the area that I have for my t-shirt, and I need to make this an 8 by 8. And now I want to minimize my cutting waste, so I'm going to actually upload my second image. And I already created this as a PNG file with no background. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. I know that I have a 12 by 12 cutting surface and I want to eliminate my waste, so I'm going to go ahead and put my designs in here, and I'm actually going to make two t-shirts on one cutting space. And you'll just go over to this corner and hit make it, and you will see your design. I'm going to lower it a little bit just so that I can have an easier time dividing these two. And since it's an iron-on, this is very, very crucial. Be sure to mirror your image. I'm going to hit continue and power on my Cricut. All right, so I'm going to take my iron-on vinyl, and I do know that I only need 10 inches. That's about right there, so I'm going to kind of roll it up a little bit. All right, so now I have a nice, clean, perfect square. It's just a little bit over 10 inches, just about 11 inches, and I'm going to go ahead and place it face down on my cutting mat and place it face down. Make sure to remove all your air bubbles. All right, so now you go ahead and you insert your mat. Up next, I'm going to remove my iron-on. Now I'm not sure if you can see it, but I do have some space down here that I didn't use, so I'm just going to cut that off so that I can save it for later. All right, up next is weeding. So we're going to take our weeding tool and remove vinyl that we're not going to need. All right, and here we have our final product. I got this feeling inside my bones, and all the ghouls love me.